Hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, nice meeting you today.
Nice to see you too. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure meeting you. Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
You are from Ghana.
Yeah.
But here is no Kumasi, here is not Accra, here is not Accra, the Cape Coast. What are you doing here?
Okay, I'm in Canada now. That is where you've met me.
But I didn't invite you to come. Why did you come? Here is for me.
Really?
It's my territory.
Oh, then I want to join you in your territory. Is that okay?
I'm not wicked. Yeah, also almost say Ghana almost say as I'm for crap.
Hey.
Literally, even the dead ones or ghosts want their numbers to increase
That's
or to be
true.
multiplied.
That's true.
And you know what? But that's good.
Thank
Welcome to
you.
Canada.
Thanks.
So, what's your name?
I go with the name Sand. You can call me Sand. It's okay.
Sandy from Sandra.
That's right.
So you want
That's
to
the
polish?
short-
You are in Canada, so you want to polish it.
No, actually, that's the short form of every Sandra. So you can just say Sandy. It makes it so.
Anyway, Ghanaians, as soon as she reached here, the name has changed. She's no more
Hey.
Sandra. She's now Sandy.
Actually, even have a digital. I have a digital. You know, I go also with spicy, but
Wow.
Sandy is okay. Yeah,
I see.
Sandy is
So she's saying that she has another one. Which one is that?
spicy.
Are you hot?
Yeah, I'm hot in so many areas. You have no idea.
Please, viewers, just let's continue. I'm short of words. I don't want to say anything. When she was in Ghana, she was called Sandra. She came to Canada. She's now called Sandy, and she has a digital name with this kind of name that makes me shiver a little bit. She says she's called
Yeah.
Spicy and she's hot. Wow. Anyways, nice meeting you, Sandy.
Nice
Or
meeting
spicy.
you too.
So, what brought you to Canada? Tell me, in short.
Oh, in short, I came here to have a future for myself with schooling, with job, and other.
So you want to school one, and you want to also find work, and then stay in Canada. Why? Why not one?
Not to find work,
Mhm.
as in to do something meaningful.
Meaningful, like
Meaningful for my life, like something geared towards my future.
your
Yeah,
future.
that is it.
So killing would be geared towards your future.
Oh, if it's killing, then you wouldn't be here. I would have killed you.
Anyways, I hear that's so nice of you.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, your profile.
My profile,
We want to know you.
basically, okay, I am from a family of huge population, or we are many, okay.
I see.
So I have brothers, I have sisters. So I'm fortunate to find myself here,
Wow.
and yeah, and also my other siblings are also outside from Ghana.
Yeah.
As in, they are from Ghana, but they are out of the country at the moment. They are also doing other things for themselves. Yeah, and I have also other siblings also way back at home with
see.
my parents and other other siblings and relatives.
Great. So you come from a family of what, 5?
Yeah, probably.
I see. And you are the firstborn or second?
I come in like the third somewhere. I fix in the third because we have many
You have.
brothers and sisters. So
Yeah.
I just fall in the third.
I don't want to go
position.
further. Many
Yeah.
siblings, and she's in between,
That's
but she
right.
doesn't know her sport. Maybe she doesn't want to say so many things.
You will
Anyways,
understand later.
I will understand later.
Yes,
Don't worry.
Yes.
So, where did you start your school in Accra?
Okay, so
Your
af-
early education and all that.
early education. The ones I was so conscious about is from what's the name? St. Anthony's School from Latabi Okoshi. Then I was transferred to the same St. Anthony's to Odoko. So in Odoko, I was in class 3 or 4. Then we had to transfer from St. Anthony's School to what's the name? Christian Home School.
Christian home school.
Yeah,
I see.
that is in Dansoman. Yeah. So in Christian Home School, afterwards I graduated. That is the BEC, and I applied to Methodist Girls High.
Did you apply or you were placed?
I think I was placed. That's the right word. Yeah. So the computer actually placed me in Methodist
But you
Girls
selected
High.
that school, huh?
That was, I think, my second choice.
Your second choice. Oh,
that
that's
was
awesome.
Ebri Girls and that.
So you are a
school.
disappointed Ebri girl student.
Somehow, but you know, I'm
Just-
so
just
pleased.
You are a disappointed Ebri
No,
girl
I
student.
wouldn't say I'm disappointed
Okay, no
because
problem.
somehow Methodist girls actually groomed me for who I am today.
Okay, so
And I'm
you,
so
since you
glad
were
about
disappointed,
it.
now you are trying to say that
Exactly.
Methodist Girls High School in which part of
Eastern Region, Manfi, to be
it? In
precise.
oh, in
Yeah.
Manfi. Manfi, I like that place.
Yeah.
The weather is so
The
good,
mountainous.
and
Yeah.
it's so nice
That's good.
for people. Yeah.
Early in the morning, you can see the fog. Everywhere is white.
Yes.
It's very, very unique from all
The
other
temperature
regions.
is really good, and
Very,
I think
very,
it's
very,
a
very, very
conducive
unique.
place for.
That's right.
So after Methodist Girls, then what happened?
So after Methodist Girls side, now I applied, as you are say I was played, but this time you have to apply for a school. So we write SSC, right?
Wasi.
WASI, yeah. So I wrote WASI to apply to Legon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I passed. Then
So
got
after
my-
high school, you applied to Legon.
That's right.
But now they say they call it Lygon. Likey.
Mm,
Likey and his guys. They say it's called Lygon. So from Methodist side to Lygon.
What do you expect? We are the premium university. Like what do you
That's
expect? We
that's
can
what they say.
rebrand the
But
name,
after school
we
they don't
can shape
they don't
it.
find work and they come to Canada.
Oh, it doesn't matter, you know, but it puts you on top.
On top of who?
Yeah.
On top of UCC.
I mean,
Tech, you might or what?
it's-
You only have big parks and big hostels. That's all.
No
Cost
debate.
of living is expensive
no
there. That's all.
debate on Lagos. I mean, we are the premium university. You
I
follow.
attended
you follow,
University
you,
of Cape Coast.
No, it doesn't matter.
We are the best everywhere.
It doesn't matter.
In the global
as far
space, we
as
are the best
country
in
is
Ghana.
called Ghana,
And
a
everywhere.
school is named by it. We are unique.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I can say.
I see. No
Yeah.
problem.
So I mean, that's it about the schooling. I did, I think, home economics. I did home economics
In
and
Legon or
in
in
the
SHS.
SHS.
Okay.
So me doing that course gave me the advantage to go to that is University of Legon.
University
So-
of Legon.
Oh,
We don't have any university like that. I'm confusing
University
you.
of Ghana. Yeah, because you know we say Legon,
Yeah,
Legon,
don't
so it's a
worry.
little bit
University of Ghana.
confusing.
So after Legon, what happened? You did your service.
Yeah, I did my service at NADMO.
Nadmo.
Yeah.
So you are part of those team. You only pray for people to get into,
The word prayer is a very
and
good
then
word.
that's when you show up.
No, the word prayer is a very good word, as I said.
When
but
natural-
we don't pray.
Natural disasters and catastrophes before people, then you guys will show up.
Yeah, we show up when that happened. That is true, but we don't pray
Okay.
for that to happen because
So
you know.
you only work when it happens. That's
No, we
that's
don't-
a conception.
No. Okay, can I educate you on
Don't
that?
educate me on that.
At least I can educate your.
Let me have
your
what I
followers.
have.
No, let me educate because people are with that, you know, idea or presumptions or whatever they have about NADMO, which is not true.
Which is not true.
Yeah, they are very hardworking.
I
I mean,
see.
NADMO people.
But don't
on
mind
daily,
me. Don't take everything
No,
to us.
because we are not alone talking. We have to educate the viewers
I
who
see.
don't know, have that assumption, you know. So, basically, on daily basis, you go to factories, companies, or what have you. We check for fire extinguishers.
I see.
We check for.
When
things
when
that-
did you last do that?
That was way back in 2017, I believe.
And you think they do it every day
That's right.
in Ghana?
That's right.
I
They
see.
even now they are advanced because
see.
there are other measures put in place so to curb the fire outbreak
I
or
see.
other stuff.
And
Yeah.
still people are buying lands in flood prone areas, and NADMO is working. So they are,
Yeah. Actually,
are they stopping them from erecting buildings?
No.
In those? Okay, don't mind me about the NADMO issue. You did your service there.
that's right.
Everything
My
was
service
good, right?
Yeah, everything
NADMO,
went well.
you are working, everything is good. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to pull her. She's a sister, so I just try to worry a little bit. Don't mind me about that, viewers. So after service in NADMO, what happened?
After service in NADMO, I found myself in China. I went there.
You found yourself in China.
As in, I went to China. I traveled there.
I see.
Yeah, so I traveled there as someone or a student who want to further my education. But this happened within my schooling days.
Okay.
That is in the university. I used to work in a school.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to work in a school at Medina. It's called Hannah School Complex, something like that. I'm a type of person who always wants to get something doing.
Okay.
So I didn't like the idea of
Are you a
always
go-getter?
being. That's why I'm a hustler as well.
You are not a hustler.
You okay?
No,
Okay, a
you're
go
not a
getter
hustler.
is okay. Can be
You
branded
stayed
like
in
that.
Accra, Dansuma, not
Oh.
cantonment, and
Doesn't
those
mean-
they are telling me you are a hustler.
That's right. A hustler
you know a
has so
hustler?
many. Yeah, a hustler has so many.
Tell
meanings.
us- tell
So
us
It's more or
what you
less
were
like
saying.
you want to go. For
Don't join the team when you are not part. You tell us what you are telling us.
Anyway, that is how I found myself. That's at that time, period of time. So I had to do something for myself. Even though mom can provide, dad can provide, or other extended.
Mom can provide, dad can provide. Viewers, and she says she's a hustler.
That's right. Because sometimes it gives you that mindset of doing things for yourself at the early stage, so you don't have to be dependent on people. So I found myself in a school, and later on, due to my courses and other risk, like the schedule became a little bit tight, so I had to leave. And later on, I also went to live with my uncle who was in Adenta, that area. So Adenta is so close to Legon. So what I had to do was, the wife was a mistress in the school. So she actually offered me a teaching job there. So here is where I developed the passion for the teaching job, because this time around.
I see. So all this while, you didn't have anything teaching.
I didn't have anything.
Because you started with Botech, right? Like you told me you did vocational
but
in the
SHS. I had that.
And University of Ghana, what did you do?
I did social work and sociology.
Oh, so you were way off. You didn't do it, okay.
So
it was through that you developed the passion to teach.
But then whenever we meet friends, we have group discussions. I find myself to be that vocal type. Exactly. So I found that thing, real caring. So when I got to the teaching field, and here is it, I realized, no, this is it. Like, this is where,
here in Ghana before you travel to Ghana.
That's right. So in that school is called Royal. Even though I had few times with them, about a year or so, but I developed that thing. So afterwards, every graduate wants to work, and so after NADMO, I had to do something. But then the job field, it was a little bit intense. So my mom used to travel to China those times, and my sister was already there. So they told me, why don't you join your sister? Then you can also do some or study. So I went there to study. At least you start from the Chinese course, and later you can continue with your masters. So I had the idea of doing that. Then later, I had an opportunity to work for a school in China. So now I became an English teacher, because the schools I worked with.
So you developed the passion to teach way back in Ghana.
That's right.
And that is in which school?
That is in Royal School. The first school was Hannah School, somewhere in Medina, and I came to Royal School.
Okay. Yeah. So after school, after your service, then you had the opportunity to travel to China.
That's right.
And so in China, that gave you the opportunity to...
Yes, that was the break of it all. That was the top notch, if I can say that. Because at first you have maybe limited number of kids. Now you have huge population, and the more people you have, the more
money you get.
Not the money aspect, but the more activities and more things you have to do.
I get you.
So as human beings, the more you do something, that is how come you gain experience from it, right? So I gained more experience from that area. So I had to teach at the kindergarten school, kids in the school, the primary, that is the grade 1 to grade 2 and 3. And sometimes parents as well also need to learn the English language, so then I can also teach adult class. Yes, so that is how.
Wow. Yeah. So viewers, like she's saying, sometimes you might end up not working at the field where you've been trained.
That's right.
Most of us did certain things, different courses, different programs, but here we are doing something different. And like she told you, she had a passion for social work, for vocational skills way back in Ghana, in secondary school, in the university. But after school, she started teaching. And when she got the opportunity to travel to China, she started teaching and making good money. You made good money.
Sure.
I know, because I've been told that people who teach English in China make like thousands of.
Okay, the thing is, we make good money, but you have to go through the right channel. Okay. Even if it's not the right channel, at least you should get the number of the teaching jobs you have to do, because not everybody goes to work every day.
Okay.
So it depends on where you are working, the institution you find yourself. Then.
So everything should be legal.
Not per se legal. We have legal. Every country and its pros and cons.
Okay,
so you can find yourself even teaching as illegal, whatever. But then you have to know, am I teaching for this number of time? Sorry, what's the name? Like the hours. So maybe if I'm teaching, let's say from morning 8 o'clock to evening, let's say I can gain more than someone going for just morning classes, being based on a schedule for 2 hours and coming back. It's a different thing altogether.
So Ghanaians, those of you who want to travel, China is also an option. You can go to UCC to polish your education, learn how to teach in UCC, the only university in Ghana, the only university of choice in Ghana.
Do you believe him?
When they
Yeah, I
teach
don't.
you how to teach,
I don't.
when they help you to shape your pedagogy, your content and all that, then go to China and teach English. You make good money. And that is what she's saying. Wow. So after China, what happened? Why are you here in Canada? So after China, what happened? Why did you come here?
Oh, Canada actually. Before I wanted to go to China. I already, sorry, I already wanted to come to Canada, but at
Oh,
that
really?
time, yeah, at that
So
time I
Canada
applied
was
for.
is in your mind.
Oh, before, because
Oh,
I
I
remember I
see.
applied to a school called York University. But that time,
Yeah, I know York.
at that time I didn't get
I see.
admission.
Canada has been in your mind all
yeah, I
this
wanted
while.
scholarship, I didn't get. So it didn't give me that boost to, try again.
I see.
So I forgot. My friend actually ushered me to come to China because when I called her to be there, she was teaching in a school, and I realized if I'm schooling. But one thing in China, if you are schooling, there's no way you can work. That is one thing
I
about
see.
China.
They give you a scholarship or
They don't give you a scholarship,
can
but
find
you,
work.
you cannot work. Like
Why?
it's illegal to work. That is their
when you
law.
are a student, it's illegal.
That's
to
right.
work.
When
So
you
it
are
means-
being caught teaching, you'll be arrested and deported.
Wow. So it means when you are a student in Canada, there are two slots. Either you are on a full scholarship
That's right.
or you have people back home helping, right? I see.
Yeah, so in China, if you find yourself being a teacher, it doesn't come easy. I have to be very sincere with you. It comes with a lot of demands. And I don't want to sound somehow, people will say, why are you speaking low on someone? No. But it comes with a lot of challenges, believe me. But immediately you are accepted. The word is acceptance. So if you are accepted in there and you are working, then that is how you gain whatever you have to get from it. But it doesn't come on a silver platter. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that over there.
I see.
Yeah. So here I realized, okay, why not here? Because whatever I wanted to do in China, I stayed there for a long time. So I'm back. I can do whatever I have to do. And now when I came back, God being so good, I got married. So in Canada here, you can
So-
actually
Wow. So when you decided to come to Canada, you first went back to Ghana
that's right.
to fulfill your conjugal rights.
You can say that.
I see. Before getting back to Canada.
That's right. That's right. I didn't just come straight up. I went home to have some,
To enjoy us.
you can say
sorry,
that.
to marry. Like, let me say to marry.
Okay, and also to have, to relax.
To
There's so
relax.
much pressure
The stress,
out
I
there.
know, I
Your
know.
country is never like other countries. You need
I
to have your
know.
family with you again. You need to come back to yourself. Like you have to enjoy.
But you were making good money, so you forgot about everyone.
It's not.
Now you want just some break.
It's not. Yeah, because it's not. Everything is not about money.
I see.
Yeah, you have your life like on because even the Chinese people really, really do not like traveling. Few of them do like traveling.
It's true, I know.
So why is it that you will stay in a country for a long time
Where you don't know
where
anybody, you don't know the
anybody,
environment, you don't know so many things.
So
It's true.
You have to just go home,
true.
chill, and also plan for your future. So then it happened like that. Then afterwards, then I and my husband we planned to come to Canada.
So that
then
is so
because
okay.
Canada receives spouse or how do I say? Can help me.
Canada.
Yeah, they receive. Okay, let me go this way. You can come here
What do you want-
as a family.
What do you want me to say?
No, I wanted you to help me with that spousal thing.
Yeah.
Because you can come here because I know for him, what I learned from him is married. He has family here, but in China, nothing like it happens for some
Really?
people. Yes. But
Okay, so in Canada it's so simple.
that's right.
If you want to migrate with your family,
That's right.
it's simple. And I even mostly encourage people who want to come to study to either come with their family
That's right.
or when they come
Mhm.
in their course of studies, they should apply and get their families here.
Yeah.
Because when you are done with school, it takes a while. But when you are a student, sometimes it's easy for
It's
you to bring
easy.
your family here because they think that your wife can work to support or your husband. Any of
Can
the,
work.
the spouse
Yeah,
can
yeah.
work to support, and it's easy when you're a student and you
Sure,
want to bring your.
sure.
So the spousal option is quite simple. It's
Yeah.
there.
So that is what I wanted you to explain to the viewers. So that is all about that. The reason why we decided to come to Canada here, and also it's an English-speaking country,
I
so
see.
at least we
It will
can
be easier.
exactly
Yeah, I
the
understand
communication
you
barrier
perfectly.
is okay for us.
I
Yeah.
understand you perfectly because most of the time, when people travel elsewhere, even home in Ghana, it's not everywhere you know.
Sure.
Everything is different. Every part of So when you travel to another place, I know all these things
Yeah.
do take place and what
Yeah.
have you.
So,
So I know that here will be a bit good for you because of the language.
sure.
But in China, it's good. I can speak a little Chinese like you.
No, it's not as if you can speak. You can find yourself in an environment
Yeah.
where people are speaking the Cantonese. It's different from the Mandarin.
I
And
see.
believe me, you'll be sold out without knowing. I'm
I
sorry,
see.
but in other countries, you don't understand the language. It's difficult. You have your phone to translate almost everything. It's not. it's not
not
so
easy.
easy as you
You've
think.
tried.
I tried. You
Wow.
know?
Okay.
So
Perfect.
that is it.
So from China now to Canada, and in Canada, what are you doing at the moment? You are schooling. You are working. What are you doing?
Okay, so as a life of a teacher, you want to always be abreast with whatever is going on with the category or wherever you want to find yourself. If you want to find yourself in the preschool, the primary school, the secondary school, you have to know where you want to place yourself. So for me, I want to place myself in the early childhood. That is the preschool, kindergarten. You can, I think you know the ages. They ranges from like 0 to 6 or 7 years approximately. So I want to have a course in early childhood, and also afterwards I want to register as a child care educator.
Early childhood.
Exactly, educator.
So okay. So now you came to Canada to school
Yeah.
and to specialize
Specialize,
in early childhood education.
Exactly.
So that you become early childhood educator. So that will be your specialty.
Exactly.
Okay. So and then after, maybe if God helps you, open your own
Sure.
daycare
sure,
or school
sure.
or okay, I
Sure,
get you, and
sure.
then you establish your family here or you go back.
Oh, since I mean, it depends. Time tells what you have to do and what you cannot do.
Okay.
So it depends. Yeah.
I see. Awesome.
Depends.
So now that you are a well-traveled person,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that you've been to China for a number of years. How many years do you spend in China?
Almost like 6 years. Yeah.
My God, she's been in China for 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you go to Tanshiru Bai?
Oh, I know so many places.
Where did you stay in China?
Okay, before I was in Beijing, I moved to Shenzhen.
I know Shenzhen.
Oh, okay.
There are
So I
some
stayed
popular restaurants and their pork and the way they make it spicy with
Very,
vegetables.
very,
Oh
very,
my God,
very nice,
I like
you
it so
know.
much.
Yeah, very nice.
I love
over
it.
there.
Oh yeah, yeah. China is beautiful.
Yeah, that's true.
Good. So now you've been to China, you've been to Canada. Kindly share your experiences in terms of even their buildings, their sanitation,
Yeah.
everything. You tell us. You worked in China. Now you are in Canada. Canada, have you started working?
Yeah.
Good. So now you have experience in China, you have experience in Canada. Tell us all the experiences that you can just enumerate. You just tell us.
So I wouldn't want to sound biased or anyway, but I'll hit on some points. Okay. So in China, one, communication barrier is very difficult. That is, if you don't understand the Chinese, that is the normal Mandarin language, you find yourself in a very tight corner. You have to literally use your phone for everything. If someone is speaking to you, okay, so then sha, you can put the phone
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah, so
oh,
then
Shama
means,
Shama.
please wait.
Oh, shit.
Can I put my my
Oh,
phone
I know
for you
China.
to speak so I can translate with Baidu a whole lot. But then communication in Canada here for me, whatever people say here, that is the English I'm able to understand. I speak with them. You know,
See.
so there is no way I could say what you said. I didn't understand. It
But
has never happened.
but China,
like that.
sorry, well in Canada too, there's not only English we speak French.
French.
And let me tell this to the viewers.
Okay.
People think that Canada, oh, it's English. But if you want to come to Canada, those of you who are good in French or can polish your French,
That's right.
or can do a course in French, do it. Because there are a lot of job openings, they require people to speak French.
That's true.
And if you speak French, you'll be paid more. So
That's
let's
true.
say I'm paid here, we receive hourly wages. So if I'm paid, say, $10 per an hour, and there's an opening or there's a vacancy, if you can speak French, they will pick you because they think you can do the work of 2 people
That's true.
and they will pay you more. So you end up getting $20 and then I'll get $10.
That's
So for people who want to, so Canada, we are a bilingual country more of. We speak English and French and everything
Yeah.
goes in that kind of line. So
So communication wise, that's what I can say. And also this I want to say, but it's so difficult
you say
for me.
it. So it means
Okay.
that mostly people want to travel and say you are now in a country where people easily understand English. So let's say if you want to go to Germany, if you want to go to any of the Dutch countries or in China or anywhere where the official language is not English, you have to concentrate yourself and then be smart to learn the language so that you'll be able to live easily. That's what she's trying to say. If not, then you should know that you find some little challenge.
Exactly.
Okay, so say the other one you wanted to say.
The other one I wanted to say is, for me, I got a good job. I would not lie, because I mean, I worked.
Made all the money and you didn't even give me anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
But the thing is, for me, what I experienced, and I have to apologize for my words, or pardon me for whatever I want to say. But I found out about this kind of, it's more or less like a racism thing. Like, let's say in a job field, when you're applying with someone, let's say from Russia, I wouldn't say someone even from the US or Australia, which are branded as the English-speaking country.
That's in China.
That is China. Let's just say the person is from Russia, you are from Africa, that is Ghana, right? So you apply a job with a person, despite your qualification, they really prefer to work with a white person than a black person. So what will speak for you, or what will help you, is your capability, or your experience, your competence, or the experience you have. And they call something demo, that is from demonstration, the short form. So you can be invited to,
if you can do it, demonstrate for us to see.
Yes.
The demo.
And this I'm talking about is
like,
not the other field of work whereby people do
aptitude test and whatever.
No, not that.
You demonstrate for them to see.
No, the demonstration. No, what I'm trying to say, demonstration is in the class. This I'm talking about another job field.
Any other job, right?
The reason I'm talking about is like people doing the material job, or as in the shipping jobs. That one does not come with, because I didn't find people talking about that. And those who do in Ghana, they call something false.
It means that there are some kind of jobs where people are highly people experience racism, right?
That's
or
right.
Racial profiling exists in some kind of
That's
jobs.
right.
And there are others that you can easily get the opening. You can get the opportunity.
You can get opportunity
Okay,
if the person you are working is like, the person is not does not want a black person.
Okay.
But for me, where I went to one warehouse, I found out like people there are black people. That is Guangzhou, but I don't know for other provinces and other cities. But the teaching field, I mean, we have groups, we talk all the time. I was looking for a job. I went there with this lady from Thailand, Philippines, blah, blah, blah. But they chose her before me, and the parents asked, you don't want a black person. So it's quite intimidating.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's
the
quite
whole world,
intimidating,
everywhere.
you understand?
Even back home in Ghana, we have people who are ethnocentric, people
That's
who are
right,
tribalistic.
that's
So
right.
it's everywhere.
So,
in religion, we have people who are. So let's forget about that. And the only thing that our sister is saying, that you face some of these things.
That's right.
But what you have to do is that you have to let your job speak for you, right?
Yeah.
And then also what I've learned that I've learned in these places, you should be able to do a number of things. Okay, you shouldn't be able to do a number of things. You should be able to say learn how to drive. You should learn how to paint.
No, it doesn't happen in China.
I'm talking about in Canada and elsewhere,
okay.
not in. You should be able to be like a Renaissance person, if we can say.
Yeah.
You should be able to do a number of things so that
That's true.
if you are not getting opportunity to teach and there is something available, you would be able to do it, because like we said, there are jobs that they will never apply racial profiling and all those things.
This is the thing over there. For me, this is my experience. I don't know for someone else.
Okay.
But in China, as I said, when you're a student, you're not allowed to work home. Is that
I
serious?
get you.
So, and the job that you think it pays us, that is the teacher. That is how come people rush in there.
To teach English.
That's what I'm saying, because you cannot just go to China and work in a supermarket. Because they have the mass population is there.
I know.
So nobody is leaving their job for you to come. So it's me. I found out, okay, maybe it's just 2 jobs or 3 jobs foreigners can get. One is mainly the teaching.
They have a good size population. So what helps is, like, if you are there and then you already talked about
the skin,
the race, the skin color and all that, you should be able to let your competence speak for you.
That's true.
And you have to know what you are doing. And like I still said, you should be able to do a number of things. Some people come here and I was a professor, I was a doctor, you would get in until you get a license to practice here.
That's right.
You would have to do other things to pay bills,
That's
because
right.
the bills here, it's no joke.
It's crazy.
It's no joke. So you should be able to. Now I shave my own hair. I paint my own. I change the oil of my car.
Do everything.
I do virtually everything for myself.
Okay.
Because here labor is not cheap.
That's true.
Like in Ghana, people change your oil and it's just a chicken
mhm,
change.
mhm,
Yeah, it's not like that.
mhm.
It's really expensive
That's true.
to do a number of things. Labor is really expensive, so
Yeah.
you should be able to. And these things too,
Mhm.
you can also do it and then get money. Learn how to maybe even cut the branches of trees with a chainsaw.
Okay.
Learn how to mow the lawn. So many things that even you can just go to people's homes when it's winter time, clean the snow, and then you get paid. So that's what I'm talking about. Because
Okay.
if you say you are waiting to get those kind of jobs where you've been trained for, sometimes it might not be forthcoming, and you would have bills to pay, and people back home might also need your help.
Need your help.
So that kind
But
of thing.
in a nutshell, what I would say is not everybody or not all the people in China, as I was saying, are like that. No,
Good.
for me, I found myself even in individuals' homes
Wow.
or their houses teaching their
Making all the
children.
money.
Look at me,
Awesome.
I'm a black lady.
Share some of the experience in Canada as
Okay.
well.
Yeah,
You've been talking
so
about
that is
China,
it. So
China,
if
China.
about I just want to clear the air so people will not say I'm branding them. No, I have friends. I have very good friends on my
But you're talking
social
about the
media.
relatives, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
The few relatives, not
Life
to
in
attack
Canada, experiences.
anybody. So
Mhm.
just so like my friends, Okay. In Canada here, before you come here, if you're a student, you are given a work permit as well to even work here. That is one
Awesome.
benefit you can get from here. Like, as I said, in comparison to China, it doesn't work like that. Come to school your whole life. If it's 11 years, school the whole life, no job. But here is different. You can work. For me, I have a work doing now, which can at least pay for some expenses like few or other amenity. I can solve those things by myself. Yeah, so it helps in that area. And I think in comparison also, China is very, very bad. It's an advanced country. It's very beautiful. Trust me. So, likewise, Canada here. I mean, it's so beautiful, and you have access to 24/7 Wi-Fi, electricity, like name it, the same as China as well. Okay, here too, you can also purchase a car and drive and other things. Though some people are doing that in China,
Okay.
but not so many
Awesome.
people.
So now,
Yeah.
any advice to viewers back home who want to travel to Canada,
That's
especially with work ethics,
Good.
with lifestyle, with everything? You have traveled, you stayed in China for 6 years. You've come to Canada in your first year. Advise people like the general attitude of workers in Ghana towards work,
Okay.
and life in general, the social well-being, everything. Like we in China and here, compare it back home, and then send Ghanaians some
So way
advice.
back
And
home,
people all over the world.
I
Send
believe
us-
you already have so much to say. Way back home, we love our country. I mean, there's no place better than home. Come on, but as I said, electricity compared to Ghana is quite different. You understand? Sometimes you are just we have lights out, like seriously. But here you have access to Wi-Fi 24/7. You don't need to buy data, even though you buy the card and recharge it every month. But still, like it's that convenient. You get me? And also, when you work well here, according to your hours, the pay, or as you said, the minimum wage you get is somehow, not somehow, it's more than what a normal graduate will be expecting to take at the end of the month. You get me? So here has more opportunities than home. Yes, you have access to, as I said, if you're a graduate, if you work hard, you can purchase a car, you can pay it bit by bit. That is the agreement you have with wherever you purchase the car from, which is allowed here. But in Ghana, if you see car, that is a luxury, but here it's a necessity. So by so means, like, you have to get it, and you work and you pay for it, which is, for me, is convenient. Yes, and the lifestyle here, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, so it's like life has been made easy here.
That's
Like
right.
since you don't have the bulk money to purchase, like if you want to buy a home,
Yes.
you just have to get little, a token to show that I can pay, and then proof of work,
That's true.
and then you just get a mortgage and you live in your, so it's been made easy. If you want to
Yeah.
buy a phone or a car, just name the car. They will look
Yes.
at the proof of work, and then they will just make you finance the car for a number
That's
of years,
true.
and I can get it. Any other things you want to share?
Okay. Maybe about whatever you want to do in life, what I'll tell you is just sit down. If you are good in writing, just draft a plan for your life, for your future. Day in, day we grow, we learn. You have to have in-depth knowledge about who you are, what you want to be in life, where you want to go. Why are you doing this? Those whys should be your motivation every day. So I chose a path which I believe I'm going to succeed in it. I'm going to succeed wherever I go through. I'll be able. I like your smile anyway. I'll be able to maneuver my way to help people because um, in Ghana, I've been in some schools. As I said before, there are some things that I adapted or I learned, and I mean, if those things are impacted in our country to be a better place for us, if you are willing to do that and not charging like so much, trust me, the children in Ghana do not need to go elsewhere to learn some sort of, we have something in Montessori like sensory and other things. Now people are actually learning that in Ghana. But we have those props. We have to get props in our schools so that when the kids are learning, they have to have access to those. We call it toys. No, there are some basic accessories that the kids need
teaching
to
learning
have.
materials, teaching
Exactly,
learning
the
resources.
teaching resources, the
All
tools.
our elementary
Yes,
schools should be endowed with
yes.
adequate teaching learning
Yes.
resources.
Yeah, because I think when I went to SS, that is the Methodist, laboratory was something
was
not
empty,
to talk.
right?
I mean, a skeleton.
So we are
you
praying
know,
that the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service and the Teaching Council, NACA, all of them will come together
That's right.
and resource our tertiary, all levels of education, tertiary, pre-tertiary, basic, and then the elementary schools with all the adequate infrastructure, resource, and all those things that they need so that they will be able to function effectively and get all the necessary sensory motor skills that they need to function as global citizens.
That's right.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy that you've joined us here in Canada, and I pray that you'll find your feet and then you would have a success story someday to come. But a little advice I want to give you is that if you meet some of your friends, your Ghanaian friends, the African friends, and people of different race, also let them also know that there are rules here.
That's right.
Everything. Driving has its own rules.
That's right.
Even tenancy has its own rules. So many things, in Canada that you should get to know them.
Yes.
And if you guys learn all the rules, though you guys are students, it will help you so that you wouldn't find yourself in any unwanted situation.
That's true.
So learn everything that you need to learn. And I think the sky might be your starting point. Now that you have big ambitions and all that, I think everything would be better. So you said you are married. When is your husband joining you?
Very soon.
And you do you have any kids or you are yet?
No, I married this year, so,
so
yeah.
you are
I've been expecting them here.
You are yet
probably.
I
Yeah.
see, I see.
Oh, I think you have so many actions, like you are good in. Would you?
I'm just trying to ask whether your husband has. Everybody were saying that you just married and
schooling comes a lot of challenges. So, but let him come here first. When he comes, everything is possible.
I'm praying he joins you soon, so that
God's grace, everything will
so
be
that somebody will
possible
not come and then I see.
No. It will not happen like that. Yeah.
I get you. Thank you so much, Sandy and Spicy for short. We thank God that everything has been success around you all this while.
Okay.
We pray that the few years or the years that you will stay in Canada would be the same stories that you've told us of China.
Okay.
And we'll give you the opportunity to give shout out to your family members, your friends, your husband and everyone, your loved ones. And to maybe, in short, a word of advice to viewers who want to travel to Canada. That's all.
Okay, so traveling to Canada, I'll just say, as he said before, there are do's and don'ts. So please don't bring rules in Ghana here. They are different. Even with the job work field, it's for a student, it carries 20 hours to work in a week. It's not as if you can work the whole period of time. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to know the rules and you abide by the rules. Okay, so be yourself, know what you want, and also do good by yourself and do good by people, or what should I say? And my family, okay, shout out to my sweetie. Okay, so shout out to you, okay, and my mom, my sisters, my brothers, my friends. Some of them, I mean, I cannot like they are so good. Yeah, they actually encourage me every step of the way. Oh, this is so good. You are doing so well. Continue. I mean, you guys are so good to me. So basically that is all I can say. And thank you so much for having me here. I mean, he's a
Thank you for you to
he's a
having
very
me here.
nice person. Believe me. With a wife, always cooks jollof for me.
Really?
Yeah. But
So I have a wife.
We make sure you are not in the house before we do that thing. Yeah,
You are just-
so
you are-
we always have fun.
You are just
in
saying,
his
you
house.
are just saying things. I didn't really know I have a wife. You are
Oh,
telling-
really? Are you denying her?
No, I'm not denying anybody. But you don't have to talk for me.
You know,
Maybe someone is. It's
like,
okay. I don't want to say
seriously,
it.
Seriously. Look.
I'm a proud married man.
Yes. He's representing.
And you've been eating jollof in my home.
In your absence.
Ghanaian
to be
jollof.
In your absence. to be
Hey,
precise,
when I go
yeah.
to work, you come to my house and eat Ghanaian jollof.
Exactly.
I see.
So he has
Thank
a beautiful home, as I'm saying. So family here is everything. I mean, so you have to know. And if you have any questions for me, I have my social media handles, especially my Instagram. You can follow me.
For those who want to travel to China, you can help
Yeah,
them.
I can help you because I have
So
my
share your
kids
social
channel
media,
over there.
yeah.
That is the SCI official. SCI, like the letter S and C and I and underscore official. So when you put in that or you type in that name or whatever, you can get access to me on my kids channel or my kids page. I will answer you. Then I send you to the other social media handles. Okay, that is if you are serious with what you want to be or what you want to do in the field of being a teacher, to be precise. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for honoring this invitation.
You're
Viewers, we would say that we thank you so much for spending all this time with us and for gathering the little that you can make from this interview. We had this interview in the city of Sudbury, in Ontario,
Yeah.
and in Canada for short. We want to get the experiences of Ghanaians and other people who live in Canada so that you can also make a decision for yourself. Thank you so much for being with us. This is Escalot TV. Once again, we say thank you so much and may God be with us all. Bye.
See ya. Bye.